Plans Meet Paper, and today I am here to film a Plan With Me video in my personal size Finsbury Filofax. And those of you who have been following me for a while are probably noticing that yes, I do have a new binder and I'm loving it so far. I just got it a little less than a week ago in the mail, and I will be doing a setup video of this new planner, but I'm still tweaking it and working on it, so as soon as I feel like I've got it pretty well set up, I will make a video and post it up there for you guys. So this week, what I'm gonna do is just show you how I plan my week here in my new Filofax. I'm also trying out some new inserts right now that I just posted up to my Etsy shop, which is Plans Meet Paper, and I'll put the link for that down below in case you're interested. But this is the layout that I'm using right now. It is a week on one page with a notes page as well. So this is the layout that I'm using, and I'm using it in addition to daily pages. And these daily pages that I've been using have a lot of space, as you can see, and they're also a little bit more structured, I guess is what I would say, compared to a lot of the daily pages that I've used in the past. They do have some headings all throughout the day. Here, I'll show you a blank one right here. So here's a blank one. I write the date up here in the top. I've got a to-do list section, a thoughts for today section. That's usually where I write my Bible study, or sometimes just notes too, but usually my Bible study thoughts for that day. And then I've got a spot for my workout, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then a few things that I like to track: water intake, vitamins, and treats. I am trying to limit the amount of treats that I'm having, so I just put 2, and I'm trying to not have to cross both of those off each day. So that's the daily page that I'm using right now. And really, I just find that sometimes I really prefer to have more structure on my daily page, because the structure, the headings, are like reminders to me. For instance, I was finding with my other daily pages that I was using, which those just had the day of the week written at the top, as much as I love the flexibility of those, I was ready to try something a little bit more structured for now, because I found myself forgetting about some of the things that I want to be doing in my daily life, like my Bible study or like taking my vitamins or things like that. So these little headings kind of serve as reminders for me as I'm filling out my to-do list and filling out things throughout the day. I'm noticing, oh, I really need to get that Bible study done. That's something that's important to me. Or, ooh, I forgot to take my vitamin. It's kind of just a daily reminder without having to physically write it out every day, which was what I was forgetting to do. So I'm enjoying these daily pages and using them in addition to my week on one page. So I'm going to be filling out my week on one page for next week, which next week, I'll flip the page here. Next week is the week of November 6th through November 12th. And this is my setup right here, all blank. I'm going to take these pages out of my Filofax and plan them out here on this piece of paper, just because I prefer writing on top of another sheet of paper instead of directly on wood. I'll go over the supplies that I'm going to be using here. I'm going to be using my friction pen, 0.5 tip, same pen I always use. I've also got some stickers here that I print off myself. These are Avery stickers. They are Avery version 5418, and I just print color blocks on top of my stickers to make them look like this. I've made a video before showing how I do this, so I'll link that video below for you in case you would like to check it out. So I'm going to be using these, and I don't have a strict color code with these, but I do have kind of a broad type color code. Like purple, I always use for personal or home things. Same thing with orange. Orange is usually like family events or birthdays or celebratory things. Purple is always personal events. I use green, yellow, and blue for things at my job. Usually yellow is like whole school events. Blue has to do with data that I need to analyze. And green is like reports and deadlines kind of. So I use those for work. I also use gray for work sometimes. Gray is kind of just whatever I want it to be. So I like gray, so I use those for whatever. So that's kind of my rough color code, but I don't follow it exactly every time. They're just kind of to add some interest to the page, and then also to really draw my attention to my priority for that day if I have a really set priority for that day, which you can see I don't have one every day. It just kind of depends on what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and film that for you guys. I'm gonna speed it up and play some music for you, and I'll check back in with you at the end. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so there is my week set up for next week. You can see that my general layout is I put the dinner that I'm planning on making at the bottom of each day, just so it's really easy to find. If it's an all-day event or a holiday, I write that in cursive usually up at the top by the date. Other than that, I just kind of list out my work and home events. I try to do it in general in order that they need to happen, but I'm not super picky about it. You can see I use my Avery labels to point out my priorities or big events for the day. And I've just been having fun with it, and I kind of enjoyed doing some little borders and things on the Avery labels just because it makes them pop out a little bit more and it's just fun. So I went ahead and did the Avery labels over here. I also used Avery labels to point out the date for this week, and I'm in zone 1 for my Fly Lady cleaning next week, which is the kitchen for me. So I put that as well. And then I just kind of write out my weekly to-do lists here on the other side. So that is how I'm planning my week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.